Listen, scaling to six figures is exciting. That's amazing. But this is also the point in your business. If you don't have systems and processes, your back end is not together. This is the point where your business will start to test you. Your bottlenecks will start showing. You'll start getting frustrated, burnt out, and most likely experiencing profit leaks too. So today I'm going to give you 7 systems that you'll regret not having as you scale beyond six figures. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebony Evaughn, your go-to business operations strategist, here to help you grow your business through people and processes. In today's video, we're going to be talking about processes. We're going to be talking about systems that you need to implement in your business now if you plan to scale and grow beyond 6, even 7 figures. So the reason why I want to do this video is because I have worked behind the scenes of so many coaching practices, so many HR agencies, and all of them, I don't want to say all of them, most of them are a complete mess behind the scenes. And you don't always get that when you look on social media. When you look on social media, you see these accounts that have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers. You see them in media and magazines, on news channels, doing interviews. They have book deals. And because of that, you just assume like, man, this person has it all together and I want to be like this person. And then me as an operations manager behind the scenes, I'm like, I cannot believe you're running your business like this. Like, how are you even making money? How have you been in business this long? And I see this with my clients across the board, okay? This isn't just with my clients that are scaling, trying to get to 6 figures. This isn't with my clients that are kind of been in business 3 to 5 years and, you know, they're making good money, but now they're trying to optimize their operations. I also see this with my 7-figure clients that have been in business 10, 15, sometimes even 20 years. And behind the scenes, there's a lot of patchwork. Things are broken. There's a lot of manual things that have to be fixed every day. And this is not how you want to grow a business. This is not how you should be managing a business if you want it to be sustainable and then also give you peace of mind, and it doesn't stretch you thin, right? So I say that because oftentimes people think that this is only like a new business owner problem, or this is only like a small entrepreneur problem, but this is something that I see at all levels, okay? And I say that because if your business looks a mess behind the scenes right now, that's okay. Give yourself grace. Take the time to figure out, okay, what's not working, where are the bottlenecks, where are my profit leaks, and then develop a plan that can help you actually start to structure, streamline, and optimize your business, okay? But you have to know what is not working or what can be optimized before you can fix it, okay? So give yourself grace and know that this is something that happens at all levels. But if you want to be able to scale with ease, have a sustainable business, then you want to make sure that you have these 7 systems in place, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in with the first system that you should have in place, and this is going to be a offer delivery system. So this is going to look different depending on your business model. So when I say your offer delivery system, is, let's say you sell digital products. If you're someone who is selling digital products that you just sell the same thing over and over again, it's not customized in any way, then you should have a delivery process to where when someone purchases your digital product, they get instant access to it, or they get access within a short period of time. And when I say short period of time, that means like 10-15 minutes or less, right? If you sell digital products, there is no reason that people should have to wait for you to go in, click a button to say, okay, send, if the product is already there and ready to go. People shouldn't say, oh, we'll send you the product, we'll send you access in 24 to 48 hours. Like, If it's a digital product that's already ready, why are you making people wait 1 or 2 days for their product when they could get it instantaneously, right? And on the flip side of that, when I say that you want to make sure you have the right systems and processes, if you are someone who is providing a service, you want to make sure that you have a clear onboarding process. This is whether you're a freelance or consultant and you're providing services one-on-one. This is also for my coaches out there that have group coaching programs. When someone enrolls into a coaching program, when someone signs up for a service for you, then you should have an automated or mostly automated client onboarding process that lets them know, hey, okay, you're in, here's what you need to do next, right? And so you could have like an onboarding checklist, or even do something as simple as just sending out an email to say, here's what to do next. Fill out your client intake form. Go watch this orientation video. You want to make it clear what the next step is and what the expectations are. If you do not have an offer delivery system as your business scales, you're going to notice that you're going to start missing out on revenue because of the fact that you're the bottleneck, because you have this manual process that has to take place. And the more visibility you get, the more your bandwidth is going to be tested, right? So you want to make sure that you have this process in place early on. Now, in addition to your offer delivery system, you want to make sure that you have some type of CRM or lead tracker in place. So when I say CRM, and it's crazy to me, like how many business coaches come to me and they're like, what is a CRM? Like, honey, if you do not know what a CRM is, you probably shouldn't be coaching anybody else. But that's for another day, okay? But you want to make sure that you have a client relationship management tool. And essentially what a CRM does is this allows you to follow your clients, your prospective clients along their customer journey. This allows you to track someone from the time there's brand awareness, they enter into your ecosystem, they buy something from you, you deliver the product, and then follow up, right? If you do not have a CRM, I guarantee you are probably missing out on potential sales just because you're not following up with people. You don't know where they are on a customer journey, and those are missed opportunities for you to actually build connections with your clients. So when you have a CRM in place, this is going to allow you to track your leads to see exactly where they are in your funnel. When they purchase something from you, you can see their purchase history, you know what their interests are. And so that will help you to tailor their experience. But also, this is a great opportunity for you to then upsell them into other products or services that you may have that are similar to their needs and interests, okay? So you guys know I'm all about client retention. I prefer to retain clients that I have than have to go out and try to find and attract new clients and constantly be generating new leads. So when you have a CRM system in place, this is going to help you to manage that client relationship so that you can stay connected with them throughout their entire customer journey and the lifetime of them with interacting with your company, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into system number 3. And this is going to be what I call a product lining system. Now, listen, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, okay? I know there are so many coaches out there who would tell you to focus on selling one thing until you reach $1 million, or they would tell you to focus on just selling one thing until you get to 6 figures. And I do not subscribe to that, okay? In my business, I have what's called the Correct Collection, which is like my digital products. And within that, I have 10 different digital products that focus on solving one issue each. So everything within the Correct Collection focuses on solving one problem. Yes, each product should focus on solving one thing, but I don't believe you should just have one product in your business. And the reason why I say that, even in my own business, I took a coaching program, I want to say like 2019, 2020. And I had a coach that told me, like, only focus on selling one thing until you reach $1 million. And I went from making $30K a month to the next month only making $5K because I only focused on selling that one thing. When in my business, I had already built a product lining system around my core offer to where not only did I make revenue from my signature offer, but I had other offers around it that helped to generate more revenue as well, right? So what I recommend that people do is to develop a product lining system in your business. So what I mean when I say a product lining system is this is you creating products and services that will actually follow your customer along the customer journey. So just for example, when it comes to my services, I have my CEO days, I have operational management that I do, and then I have fractional COO consulting. And so essentially, I've developed these offers so that my clients will naturally progress from the CEO day to operational management, from operational management to fractional consulting. So essentially with my CEO day, this is for these solopreneurs who are in the process of transitioning to CEOs, building a team, optimizing their systems. So in that CEO day, we focus on building their 12-month roadmap for how to scale to where it is that they want to go, where they want to take their business. We build out a hiring plan, and then we also identify the systems and processes that need to be optimized. And from that CEO day, it's a natural progression into my operational management. So now that you know what systems you need, now you know who you need on your team, let me actually help you to implement these things. Let me help you set up your tech stack. Let me help you create your job descriptions and hire people to fill the roles that you need. And so once someone has optimized their business and I've helped them with operational management, then it's like your business is set up and ready to go. Now you just need someone who can consult and advise with you from time to time as needed. So then that naturally progresses them into my consulting capacity, right? And so you want to look at your business the same way. How can you develop a product lining system to where it follows your customer along the customer journey? Once you help them solve one problem, you give them a solution. What's the problem that they're going to have when they get to the next level, right? Once you solve that problem and they get to the next level, what's going to be the problem that they're introduced at that level, and how can you provide a solution to help them solve it, right? Actually, I believe I have a dedicated video on how to develop your product lining system. I will leave that up in the cards for you. For now, let me know if you're enjoying this video. If you found it valuable so far, go ahead, smash that like button and let me know down in the comments below this video, like, what are your biggest bottlenecks, profit leaks that you're experiencing right now? All right, while you're doing that, let's go ahead and jump into number 4. And number 4 is going to be having a standard operating procedure. So this is essentially having SOPs in your business and having a system for how you actually document all the processes and all of the workflows or procedures that you do in your business. And this is something that I know like people hate, even me. I come from the IT world where as a developer, I would always have to create documentation. Anytime I set up an interface or I did something, I had to create a continuity book that outlines step by step what I did. If I set up a SQL database, I have to document all of the parameters, you know, how it works, what the different calls are, whatever. And I used to hate that. But now as a business owner, I appreciate that my previous director trained me to document everything, because it has made my life so much easier as an entrepreneur, not only for myself, but when it comes to hiring in your business. If you want to be able to produce the same result every single time, you need to have standardized procedures so that you can produce the same result. If you hire contractors, you hire a copywriter, you hire one copywriter, they write one way, you hire another copywriter, the style is different, then you're going to have inconsistencies in the quality of work that you receive. But if you have a SOP that outlines, okay, this is how we write emails, this is how we write sales pages, this is our tone of voice, this is our writing style, then you can produce the same result regardless of who is actually doing that task, whether it's you doing it, whether you hire a contractor, whether you have a full-time employee that comes in and takes over that task. So trust me, as you grow and scale, you're going to be happy and thankful for your SOPs. Now, let's jump into system number 5, and this is going to be some type of project management tool or task tracker that can help you to track and manage all of the tasks or projects going on in your business. Now, if you're a solopreneur and it's just you, sticky notes are probably working for you at this moment, or maybe not. Sometimes you probably lose them, or you write something on a sticky note and then you never look at it again and you find it stuck in the pages of a book 3 months from now, right? But as you scale, you want to make sure that you have a project management tool that can help you track your day-to-day operations, the different tasks that you have daily, the different projects that you're working on, whether they're big or small, so that nothing falls through the cracks, especially as you grow and you start to build your team and you're delegating more tasks out to people. You want to make sure that you know what people are working on, you have clear deadlines, and that everything is being tracked so nothing gets missed. All right. Now, in addition to your project management tool, you also want to make sure that you have a launch management system. I have a video on how I built a custom launch portal. I'll leave that in the cards if you want to check it out. But having a launch management system is essentially going to help you to systematize your launches. So a lot of people struggle with actually getting sales from day one when they launch their business altogether, when they launch a new product or service. And a lot of that just comes from poor planning. So once you actually have a system of how you launch something in your business, you want to make sure that you systematize that so that you can use the same launch process over and over and over again. Yes, you may have different offers, different products or services that you're launching, but you should have a clear system and structure that you use for all of your launches. I have what I call my 5-phase launch system that we go through every single time we launch anything. We follow the same exact process. On my channel, that is literally the most viewed video that I have at the moment, is my 5-phase launch video. So I will leave that if you want to check it out. But systematize your launches, okay? And thank me later. When you systematize your launches, this is going to help you to basically be able to predict the revenue that you'll get from each one of your launch cycles when you know exactly, okay, if I do this, if I use these marketing channels, if we promote for this amount of time, then we'll probably generate this amount of leads and this amount of sales. It makes projecting your sales and leads a lot easier when you have a launch system in place. So have your launch system together, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into the last system, definitely and not least, probably the most important system that you will regret not having as you scale your business. And this is going to be some type of metrics tool or some type of analytics tool or business dashboard that can help you track your numbers, your actual sales, your actual revenue, your actual expenses, your leads, website traffic, your conversion rates, right? You want to track everything because I was going to say knowledge is power, because data is power. The more data you have in your business, the more analytics you know and you look at, you study, you track, this is going to help you make better data-driven decisions in your business. So often when clients come to me, they're like, oh, I want to get rid of this product and create this, or I'm using this marketing channel and I want to do this, right? And we look at the data and the data doesn't support what they want to do. And oftentimes that is how I'm able to convince clients that maybe this isn't the best thing for you. Because I'm like, well, don't just take my word for it, right? Let's look at the data. What do the numbers say? Because the numbers don't lie, right? So you want to make sure that you have some type of metrics dashboard or analytic tools that are tracking your numbers. So when you need to look at your profits, you can say, okay, which products or services are selling the most, which ones are not selling at all, or maybe very little. You may decide to discontinue those, right? They're not worth the effort. Even looking at your marketing channels, which marketing channels produce the best results for you, which ones produce the least. So you want to make sure you pay attention to your numbers. There is so much value packed information just in you looking at the data. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 7 systems that you want to make sure that you have in place as you scale your business. If you do not have these 7 systems when you scale to 6 figures and beyond, trust me, you are going to regret it. All right. So if you are watching this and you are like, girl, I don't have none of these systems in place, or only have 1 or 2 of these, then I would recommend checking out Shift Correct. Shift Correct is my 30-day business optimization challenge that is designed for solopreneurs who want to optimize their business. Each day, I give you a bite-sized actionable step that you can take to actually start optimizing your business step by step, piece by piece, so that you don't get overwhelmed. The link will be down in the description if you want to join the challenge and start optimizing your business today. Get your systems together. That will be in the link. Also, if you're interested in booking a CEO day with me, if my calendar is open, there will be a link down below. Sometimes my calendar may not be open, but I'll have a wait list. So check that out. It'll be in the description as well. Other than that, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications. So anytime I post another video just like this, you will be the first one to get notified. All right. Bye, y'all.